Hi, Taylor T. Carlson, and I'm back with another video for you. Got the battle jacket on, so that means it's time for rock and roll again. One of the most underrated bands of the late 80s, early 90s was Extreme. This group is best known for vocalist Gary Cherone, who went on to play with Van Halen for one album, as well as guitarist Nuno Bettencourt, one of the most underrated axemen in the business. Their debut 1989 album has just been reissued as part of a limited color vinyl run of 1,000 units. There will be no second pressing of this according to the label here. So we're going to do an unboxing of this release. I'm going to share a few of my personal opinions and we'll see if this one's worth buying or not. So first of all, I'm going to take off the obi strip here. Vinyl is beautiful. It most certainly is. Cover of the album. The inner sleeve there. Picture of the record itself, limited edition, 1,000 copies, translucent red vinyl LP, one press. Back here we got the track list. Take note of that track list. We're going to be revisiting a not so pleasant point here again in a few minutes. List of the band members, writing credits, production credits, the cover, all the label information and copyright and so forth. Got your barcode down there. Now we're going to look at the actual album and unbox this thing. Here's the album cover, just pretty simple group shot of the band there, but it's a great photo that gets the point across. I've always loved that logo of theirs, which guitarist Nuno Bettencourt designed. Here we got a back cover, photos of the band members. The band on the first three albums consisted of vocalist Gary Cherone, guitarist Nuno Bettencourt, bassist Pat Badger, and drummer Paul Geary. Paul Geary, for their fourth album, was replaced by Mike Mangini, who would also go on to play in Dream Theater later on. And then they also have a new drummer in their current lineup as well, and they're still going strong. I haven't heard anything from them in a while, but they did put out a new album around 2008 or so after reuniting, so it'll be nice to see if we get anything new on their front. There was also a live album they did at the Hard Rock Hotel out here in Las Vegas that closed down a few years ago, and that's something we might look at in a later review. But you know, right here you got your track list. Again, take note of that track list. We're going to come back to that later. Then you got your credits, photos, special thanks, and so forth. Let's crack this thing open. Okay, here's our sleeve of the record. I got the nice little E&M logo on there, both sides. Now, this came with a lyric sheet. I can't find my lyric sheet, so I might have misplaced it somewhere, so unfortunately I can't show that off, but again, that's just one minor thing. Here's the record. Beautiful looking red transparent disc, and I'm going to bring you back to one thing we discussed earlier, which unfortunately ends up being the make or break point of this reissue. I mean, here's the track list. We got the songs on the album here. You got some great tunes on here, you know, Little Girls, Kid Ego, Watching Waiting, Mother, Don't Want to Go to School Today. There's some great tunes on here, but something's wrong. If you're a fan of Extreme, you may already have noticed it. If you're a more casual fan or you're not familiar with the band, you might not have seen it yet. Here's the problem. Extreme's debut album had 11 songs on it. There are only 10 songs here. A song is missing. And it's not just one of the deep cuts. It's not some random throwaway cut nobody would care about. The song that's missing is Play With Me, the biggest hit song from the album, prominently featured in the film Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. The biggest hit song Extreme's first album spawned is not on the reissue. This is unforgivable. If you're going to pay damn near $30 for a record, it better have everything on it. I'm aware that there have been some like older Japanese pressings that don't have that song. However, this was an opportunity to give the album the anniversary treatment, right past wrongs, and include all the songs. How can you do an anniversary reissue for an album and leave off the biggest hit? I am beyond disappointed with this purchase. I mean, I don't know if this was just a space issue or what, but if it was a space issue, they could have split the album across 2 discs, or they could have included a 45 with the song on it. There are ways around that. So as is, I mean, if you get this, if you want to have Play With Me on vinyl, you pretty much have to buy the Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure collection. I'm a huge Extreme fan. I'm a huge vinyl fan. I'm all in favor of putting bonus material on albums. It's never okay to remove something from an album. This absolutely comes not recommended because, again, they left off the biggest hit on the album. And it doesn't say this on the package. I mean, the song's not listed, but there's no disclaimer saying the song Play With Me is not included on this reissue. So, again, not recommended. Boycott this release. Do not buy it. Are you an Extreme fan? Do you have any of their material on vinyl? What's your favorite album? If you got anything you want to say, comment down below. Just please keep it civil. Also remember to like my video if you found it helpful or interesting, and subscribe to my channel because I'm always posting new content. I'm Taylor T. Carlson, and I will see you next time.